It's Sunday, May 19th, and we're back to try and kind of finish up this interior stuff here. Like I said yesterday, we left these long here, so we just got to trim those and then glue those down, flip it over and glue those down. Something I didn't talk about yesterday was on these pieces. We did also leave these a little long. We're not going to flip these over. We're just going to trim those flush because this gets riveted back in into the airplane, so I'm not really worried about having that flipped over. And this end will get trimmed off too. That's just going to be flush. It doesn't it's not exposed, so we're not going to see that. But I did want to just show some of the ways we put this on here. I did cut these on a radius here on these corners so that it would fold down nice, and also on the corners we just angled those in so they could flip over and attach. Yeah, oh, can't really see it. There we go, did that on an angle and flipped that little end over. So that's kind of how we do those. Show the other one here. I just did cuts in there and fold that over, but really makes for a nice round finish on these corners. So yeah, we're gonna get started on this, finish this up, and possibly look at, we need to finalize up our brake lines that come up from the back up through there, get those finalized so we can start looking at putting the interior in and closing out that front boot cowl. So yeah, here we go. All right, been working away on a couple things here, and thought I'd probably better show what we're doing. This is the Station 2B closeout that is between where the header tank is and the battery and the seats. The seat backs are on this side. I've been trying to figure out a way to do a battery charger in this, because in the RANS setup you do normally would have the battery master up on the firewall, and they have a kit that connects from it's down on the bottom of the fuselage. There's like a bolt head down there that connects up to Y-wire cable up to the battery master solenoid, and you can connect you can hook up a battery charger to that. Since our battery solenoid is all the way in the back with the battery, you can't use that option kit. We ended up sending that back. So I had to come up with something different. I've got this, what I came up with was this plug receptacle. It's like a cigarette lighter receptacle, power receptacle like you'd see in a car or something like that. So that's gonna go in this closeout. We've got a 32 thousandths doubler that's going on here. So that's going to mount on here, and then this is going to be connected to the battery. It's got its 10 amp fused plug that plugs in. There's a 10 amp fuse in the plug that plugs in here, as well as we're putting a 10 amp fuse in line between here and the battery. So we've got that wiring made up and done, and now we're just we put the holes in here. We cut the doubler, and I thought, well, I'd probably better tell you what we're doing here, since haven't really shown you much else today except for gluing that that vinyl onto that one close, or that baggage floor. Anyways, so that's what we're doing. I guess I'll show you a little bit more video here. Started off as a cloudy, cold day. We actually had quite a bit of, not quite a bit, we had some rain this morning, but it's kind of cleared up. A little bit windy, but oh, a really beautiful day today. Not warm enough to open up the hangar door though. Okay, here it is with this installed, the little receptacle thing. So I'll just open up there, and then the other end will plug in, and we can charge the battery. Actually, you can charge it, or you can get up to 10 amps of power off the battery from that. And I did fabricate up a connector here, and that connects up to the battery, and then it goes into the back of this, like so. And again, this is the plug that goes in here. It has a 10 amp fuse inline, and then this will get a 10 amp fuse on the battery side, so we're pretty well protected on both sides of that there. But yeah, so that was kind of took up a pretty good chunk of our time today. Had a number of visitors that came to check on our progress and see how we're doing, so that was kind of cool. But yeah. All right, we're done for today, and a couple things. Well, one thing I didn't show because you can't get an angle in on it with the camera is we finalized all of our brake fittings. So those are all torqued down. The AN fittings on the brakes there for the parking brake, and we had previously done all of these. This is we did these way back, I think before we even had the firewall on. We did those. But we did the parking brake, and then there was another one over on the other side we had to tighten down. The other one we did was the fuel lines. So we did this line, or that fitting, into the fuel valve, both sides there, and into the fuel pump here. So got those done, in addition to the battery charging port that we installed there. That's going to get cleaned up. We'll get that painted so that those rivets are black, and once we kind of get this stuff all finalized and done, we've got a couple other things to do, like the kick panels on the side. Those are going to have to be riveted together and onto the control stick closeouts. Once we get all those done, we're going to go through and we'll get all that stuff painted black. So that'll stay with bare aluminum rivets for a little bit till we get that done. And the other thing you saw was the finishing up the trim, or the vinyl wrap on those, that baggage floor, the rear baggage floor. Got that done. So that's really about where we're at for today, and we'll see what we can get done this week, during the week, and you'll see that on next Saturday. So everybody have a great evening, a great week, and thanks for watching the videos, and that's it for now.